Hello Ratnats, it's Bill here, and I've got a very short presentation about the weather and things to do with the weather. I've called it cold with showers because I've been sitting here for the last couple of days at home with the wind swirling around and lots of rain and hail, and the weather's been pretty ordinary. So cold with showers is the sort of forecast that no one really likes. But have you thought about how much we actually need to have cold weather and rain and even snow? Let's see. The people on Earth couldn't survive without rain and snow. It's a fact. Consider that most of the water on the Earth is salty because it comes from the oceans, it's in the oceans, and it can be transported, the water, from the sea into the air through evaporation, and the salt is removed. So then that fresh water forms clouds, and it eventually rains once there's enough clouds and the conditions are right. Sometimes when it's very cold and windy, you'll get hail or sleet or even snow, particularly up high. But it's all the same stuff. It's all water. Why is that important? Well, consider this. Every form of life on Earth relies on fresh water to live, or almost everyone. Plants, birds, animals, insects, frogs and reptiles, some fish, freshwater fish, crustaceans like yabbies and snails, worms, spiders, fungi, and heaps more. They all rely on water. The water that falls as rain helps fill our dams and lakes. It seeps into the ground to fill aquifers, which are basically underground lakes, and that water is used for agriculture in a lot of parts of Australia. It's an important part of the internal workings of trees, which the water keeps them growing and healthy. In fact, trees use water, as you can see here, to suck up nutrients, to bring it into the growing tree and help it grow and stay alive. Water also helps with the process of the tree breathing. It takes in carbon dioxide and breathes out oxygen, which is pretty important for our own survival. And water is also used to start seeds sprouting. Many seeds won't even think about sprouting before unless they're covered in water, or at least immersed in water. And of course, it's good for the garden as well. But of course, too much rain all at once can lead to flooding, and that can be disastrous for humans, plants, and wildlife. But what about cold weather? Don't you hate it? But how good is cold weather? Well, it seems that plants and animals use temperature to live and survive. Bears and other animals hibernate in the winter, saving their energy for warmer seasons. This one here is not a bear, obviously. It's a mountain pygmy possum. Birds also migrate from place to place to breed and stay alive during the harshest months of the year. This one's an orange-bellied parrot, which is quite rare and usually lives in Tassie, but moves to Victoria and back again during the winter. Many plants also need periods of cold to help trigger their next flowering and the subsequent fruit. And fruit trees like apples here and cherries are good examples. Both of these need up to 1200, that's 1200 hours of cold, that is 10 degrees or less, which is pretty cold, before they flower and produce fruit. That's up to 50 days of 10 degrees, days and nights. Combinations of temperature and moisture are also important in triggering fungi to grow and emerge from the ground. And some of our native orchids have similar habits. So the next time that you hear someone complaining about the cold or the rain, remind them that these aspects of weather are crucial for life on Earth, and we wouldn't be without them. So there's an important lesson from me to you, the Ratnats. I hope you're staying well and enjoying the weather no matter what it is. I'll catch you next time. Bye.